Okay, just check the news, the non-news, and top story on the non-news is this BBC complete lie. North Korea missile seen by Cathay Pacific, of course, airline crew, right? Of course, setting up the American Pacific Rim false flag, the submarine missile boom, which is still supposed to be Seattle. And then blackouts and martial law lockdown. Lots of hints on that everywhere. My alarm is now going off. It's going to annoy me and annoy you. I think it's quite timely. Speaking of which, may as well. The Rogue Boomer film, eh? The Rogue submarine. Look at the top of that submarine there. Seattle Space Needle. Symbology much, eh? The only thing on the front of that. Yeah. So, let's get to Darth Vader modding. He sent me a link to the latest The Economist 2018. Somebody else told me about it like last week, but they didn't send me the link. But Darth Vader modding is, yeah, he sent me the link, and it's oh boy. Here we go. So here it is. The world in 2018. John McCain at the top here. The blessings of liberty. That's taking the absolute piss out of you, of course. Liberty, freedom. Right, here we go. So all you got to do is read it from left to right and down like a book. So let's do it quickly. Rain, cat, media, happy baby, ISIS, the statue of ISIS, Trump, happy people, Brexit flag with England star dropping out, right? But I'd say that's a false flag. Happy people before the false flag. Blind people, unawake people. Unhappy, of course. See how it goes? Happy people and Trump, ISIS, America, false flag, unawake people become unhappy because they're being fooled. The dollar drops. Cars don't know. Missile. The balance of power is shifting in some way. Russia. Zika virus. That nonsense, that lie. Martial law. The Saxe-Coburg-Gotha German Jewish monarchy. Meteor or missile. Submarine radar or pulse. Kim Jong-un, of course. The purse, your money. Manufacturing, Mount Rainier. Camels. Seattle false flag. That looks like the Chinese leader. That's the Indian PM with his blue turban. He has to figure in this. That's very Nostradamus, that is. Big Ben. Boom. This one is huge. You know what that is. That's the Scottish thistle for the Edinburgh psychological operation, hoax operation to come soon. The world in 2018. Scottish thistle. Here's your confirmation that Scotland is going to have a big psyop because they want army on the streets in Scotland. Bingo! Scottish thistle. Do you get it? Do you get it? Of course you do. Let's go back there. You see? See, there it is. Scotland. Of course there's going to be a Scottish psyop. Bicycles. People being reduced to going back to bicycles. Workhouse. Jets. More madness, more martial law. Not really sure who this... Is it a woman? Is... Guitar. Don't know. Coffee. Don't know why. People not in a boat, in a bloody lifeboat. Voting. Pillars of Freemasonry. Eiffel Tower, I would assume, unless it's the Japanese Tokyo one. Well, that's featured in at least 3 psyops recently, 3 hoaxes. This leader, I'm not sure. Tower Bridge, London Tower Bridge psyop. So you've got the Scottish one coming up, the Edinburgh one, you've got the Tower Bridge London one coming, you've got, of course, Seattle one, robots, clowns with the seal of Saturn in it. And there's Satan. Africa. Empty purse. Here's your full purse. Empty purse, upside down. This is Zionism, of course, Freemasonry, Muslim faith, Christian faith. Zionism versus the other two. It's bigger than the other two, isn't it? Zionism versus the Goyim. Books, Pulse, Seattle Space Needle. Now you'd say, oh, that's just the World Cup trophy, the coming World Cup, etc., right? Well, we know that that is the Space Needle. The Space Needle is Isis and Ra holding up the globe. That is the Space Needle symbology. Boom. Boom. Space Needle. Pulse. Lockdown. That's, see, after the Seattle operation and Pulse, lockdown, fish, water, it's all there. Pulse of the Wanda Fuca plate. Don't know who this is. Umbrella, rain, fallout. Well, there will be no fallout because it won't be a nuke. Oil. Don't know which one that is. Could be St. Paul's, could be Washington, D.C. Telescope, Japan. Skiing. This, you tell me what is that? Internet connectivity? I don't know. Blackout. People being forced onto electric cars. Green, yeah, green, under the guise of, oh, it's green. Yeah, apart from the power stations having to consume huge amounts of natural resources or nuclear, you know, radiation. Well, anyway, so you got, yeah, on it is the power symbol, which is also the symbol of Satan. Yeah, being forced onto electric cars. I was thinking about buying a new car, but no, they're getting rid of diesel cars. Next thing is they'll get rid of petrol cars, and then you will all be on electric cars, and they'll probably be, you know, Johnny Cabs. You'll have no more control. And then there's Britain, the German Jewish Masonic monarchy again, and that's it. So it's all there. You've got the Tower Bridge psyop, you've got the Edinburgh psyop to come, you've got Seattle here, psyop to come, you've got people happy before the false flag and people upset after the false flag, the drop of the dollar, the missile, the martial law. The yet more collapse. Lockdown, very good one. Look at this. Pulse, Seattle Space Needle, lockdown, water. Look at that. Boom. Let me see. Yeah, I want to go into this one as well. It's an old one, apparently. This is 1988 Economist. Get ready for a world currency. And it's got 2018 on that coin. And look at the occult Masonic Olympics from 2012. Yeah, it's the same thing, of course. Phoenix rising. Yeah. Get ready for a world currency 2018. And look at that. Look at that. 2018. Look at that. Ocean warning. This lie. Pre-advertised in the Manchester by the Sea film. They love to mock you. So there you go. That's another thing. So there's all kinds of hellish things on the way. Complete control. World one single currency, which, like Weather Mafia says, is really, really bad, because, you know, once you have getting rid of normal cash, just and everything goes electronic, they have full control. They'll take tax off you every single way. They know exactly how you're spending the money. They'll have control of your money more than ever before. You already have a situation where second-hand car dealers, they can't sell or buy cars without declaring it big time. Anything over £3,000 or something like that, they have to declare it. No more cash deals at all. Look at that Space Needle as well, with a pulse around it. What's going on? Where's that come from? Where's this image come from? And look at how it's connected to BBB. Look, blackout, blackout. You know, the electric diagram. Space Needle, blackout, BBB, blackout. Interesting indeed. Okay, so that's it. Excuse the beeps, but you know, the alarm is sounding. Next hotspot, 7th, then 13th, my favorite date as usual, 23rd, 31st. You got, you know, 3 or 4 hot dates coming up this month. I don't know. It's the world in 2018, right? 18. So there's your Seattle right there. Your lockdown after Seattle. There's your Seattle. There's your false flag. Happy Trump, ISIS, statue of ISIS. Happy, happy, false flag, unawake people, sad. Drop of the dollar, missiles. Martial law, lockdown, martial law. That, tell me what you think that one is there, that purple one there. Is that something? It looks kind of like the internet. I'm not really sure. Is it a blackout reference? Empty pockets here. Not just a boat. No, that's a lifeboat. Big Ben again. Boom. Scotland. Edinburgh. I had to figure. So we're right. We're totally right about the Scottish one, and of course, I'm right about the Tower Bridge one. That was always programmed. I reckon they'll still go ahead with the Tower Bridge one at some point. They panicked, but they're only delaying. They should have done the Seattle one already in that November Thanksgiving period. Definitely. They just. I'll do more on that, because that was definitely the period when they were supposed to have done Seattle, but they've now delayed because of little old me.